Hey y'all, welcome back to the Brandy Yvonne channel. Of course, I'm your girl, Brandy Yvonne. Here on my channel, we do fun reviews, recaps, and discussions of all of our favorite shows. This video, we are talking owns Saturday Night Show, Family or Fiance, y'all. This is season 4, episode 5, I believe. And this is last week's episode, so I don't know why we didn't get episode this week. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Is Family or Fiance taking them a little break, like Ready to Love is? And if so, why? Is that what we're doing? Is Family and Fiance staying on the same schedule as Ready to Love now? Anywho, before we get into it, please do not forget to hit that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. Shout out to the new subscribers. Share the video where you like to share your content and comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Are you keeping up with Family or Fiance? I feel like they didn't really advertise for the show that well as they could have, because I know a lot of people didn't even know it was back on, right? Now this video is about a week late, like I said, but we here, okay? I think I told y'all in a video a week or so ago that I am on spring break from my school district, so I got time. Anywho, so I kept telling y'all I was gonna find out the dates for the other show. So it looks like the season 2 of Never Ever Met comes back April 4th. So that's like 2 weeks from yesterday. And then so that's not too bad. I mean, I guess. And then Love and Marriage Detroit and Somebody's Son will come back April 12th. Okay. So that will be the new lineup once we get to April. I hate that they're making Family and Fiance take this break. I hate that they're making Ready to Love take this break. They could definitely have did one show and then pick up the next show. This is definitely an own network thing because we see that's what they do with Carlos King's shows, and now that's what we're doing with the other shows. But the funny thing is, they didn't do this with the other shows before, so I don't know what is this thing going on where we're splitting the seasons up. I don't like it. I'm not here for it. They can get it as somebody else. Now, I would say, from a business or marketing standpoint, which is not my forte. I'm a teacher. I specialize in education. Okay. Although I do have a master's in public administration, but nothing to do with TV and marketing, right? Anyway, and I got a master's in education. Again, nothing to do with TV and marketing. However, I could see maybe if I wanted to, reach real hard for straws and break my arm, I could maybe see a world where we think, okay, or they're thinking, okay, if people, if they take a break with these two shows, Family and Fiance and Ready to Love, people are going to anticipate it to come back, so they're going to watch it, and then we bring something else in for them to watch, and then they're going to split that up. But I imagine Never Ever Met and Somebody's Son, those are fairly new. Well, Never Ever Met's going to be in season 2. Somebody's Son is a brand new show. I don't think they're gonna split those up because that'd be dumb, right? But I don't know. Maybe it's like a split up so you'll anticipate the next one. I don't think it's the best idea, but I can kind of see it. But to me, it's still not a good idea. Like we could have finished Family or Fiance and then went to Never Ever Met. Also, when they're gonna bring back that one Ready to, what was it? Make a Move. That was good. Where they bring back the old cast members of Ready to Love. I wouldn't mind seeing a season of that. That was really good. But anyway, let's get to this review because it is like really late here in Cali. And I just wanted to catch up on these videos for y'all. It's been a long weekend. I had residency this weekend, so um yeah, I just want to get this done. So this episode is about Britney. They kept saying her name wrong, like weird. Like it wasn't a regular Britney. It was like Brittany. I don't know. They were like enunciating the hell out of it, and I was like, why are they not saying Brittany? Anyway, they were like Brittany. Like I don't know. Maybe it's her spelling of it because it's like Britne. I've never seen anyone spell Brittany like that before. But okay. Anywho, so it's Brittany and I don't know how to say the guy's name. Is it Judy, something like that. Anyway, he's Nigerian. No comment. And No shade to the Nigerian people. I've had some experiences. Okay, it's no shade. I've just had some experiences. Anywho, my ex. Anywho, um, so nice people though. Anywho, I don't remember how long they've been dating, but child, they getting married. Okay, so she's went through a lot of family trauma. His dad, I guess, was living here in the States, and something happened. He had to go back to Nigeria, and the mom, Veronica, said she ain't going. And I guess she opened her own restaurant with $10. He said. Now I was like, "What you talking about?" But okay. Anyway, I didn't see it for Veronica. I hope so. I didn't see it for Veronica, and we're gonna get into Veronica. So on his side, he brought his mama Veronica, his uncle. I don't remember uncle's name, and could have been Ellis or something like that, and his sister, who he's never met. I forgot what they called her, Bowie or something like that. Um, and turns out his sister is like 7 months older than him or younger than him, something like that. So the daddy had two people pregnant at the same time. And ironically, Britney kind of had a similar situation. Well, she's bringing her mom. I'm sorry, no, her mom passed away. I'm so sorry. She's bringing her grandma. I think her mom's name was like Joyce or something like that. And then Judy or something like that. I think it was Judy. And her uncle Aaron and her brother Terry, who she hadn't seen in 10 years. And I was like, why are they bringing these estranged siblings? And he's like 7 or 8 months apart from her as well, which means they, again, same, different mom, same dad, whatever. So they both have situations where, it's two women pregnant at the same time and they have these estranged siblings. But I was like, that's weird they're bringing them on here. Because if Terry hasn't been around, what opinion does he have on their marriage or relationship? And if this sister he's never met obviously hasn't been around, what opinion could she really give for this? But maybe it was to like help reunite them. I could see it from a TV standpoint, but it also just kind of didn't make sense, right? But for entertainment purposes, okay, we'll play along. So um one of the main issues in their relationship is the mama Veronica, because she don't hold boundaries. She came over on Valentine's Day because she moved. So Britney moved in with Jide, whatever his name is, Jedi, JGD, child. Anywho, I'm just gonna fumble his name up. I'm sorry, it's no disrespect. I just don't remember what the pronunciation was, and I didn't rewatch the episode. Sorry. So, but if somebody knows how to pronounce it, please tell me in the comments, because I'm all about pronouncing people's names correctly. I just can't do it right now. So his mom don't hold good boundaries. Brittany had moved in with him and her, and of course that was weird and awkward. And I was like, why are you moving with them? But okay, I don't remember how old they were. I'm assuming they're in their 20s though. But he did really care and love Brittany. He does seem like he has a lot of love for her, and he supports her through everything she's been through. She had a lot of trauma from her past, and we'll get into that, from her upbringing, right? And so then they ended up moving out and getting their own place. And now it sounded like they live in California, because I wonder what part. Because I remember the sister was talking to Jide, and she was saying like she's came to California like 3 times. Every time she would try to reach out, she didn't get to see him or something. So I'm wondering are they from California and what part, if they are, because y'all know I live in Cali. So anywho, so Veronica, they moved out, eventually got their own place. Veronica came over there on Valentine's Day. Like, why would you do that? First of all, mistake number one, you're going to a couple's house of Veronica's on Valentine's Day. Why? So Veronica went over there and had dinner. Already Brittany's like, girl, what you doing here? So I guess when dinner was over, Jide was getting the plates from the table. And Mama was like, oh no, she should be getting the plates. And I guess it's Nigerian custom for the woman to clear the table or something, or get the mom's plate, get the mother-in-law's plate. So Veronica wasn't happy with that. I'm like, girl, bye. We're in my house. We're not doing Nigerian customs. Now he is Nigerian, but if he want to do that, I guess. But he could have no, please. Anyway. So, They meet with Tracy after they sell the house like usual. And Tracy's asking both of them about their upbringings. That's when we learned that Jide's dad had went back to Nigeria, and he's just his mom is everything. He's super close to his mom. He said in the confessional that he's a self-proclaimed mama's boy. That is not a turn on for ladies. Men, stop saying that. That is nothing special about that. That is not a badge of honor. You're not winning with that. So Tracy asked about her upbringing, and she said that her mom passed away when she was like 10 months old. I was like, oh my god, that's so sad. So she don't have no memory of her mom. That is so sad. And then her dad, he did the best he could. He tried to raise her, but there was, a lot of abuse basically. She said they got hit for a lot of things they shouldn't have been. Tracy's like, y'all shouldn't have got hit at all. So she was finally able to say at some point in the episode that it was abuse, and it was. And so also we find out later on that she's had some um SA type of trauma as well. And y'all know what SA is, hopefully. I was like, oh my god, this is so sad. I was like, oh, I don't know if I can watch this. It was just kind of heavy. So anyway, she tried to tell other family members what was going on and how in, the situation, but it never, worked out. And then her dad ended up passing away. I think she said when she was like 11 years old. And so then she ended up living with her grandparents, her and her brother. Now I'm not sure if this is the same brother Terry. That's the part I could not quite put together, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was the same brother. Based on like the context clues, I'm pretty sure it was a different brother. So anyway, they're gonna be doing their activities where Jai's gonna list like what's the most important to him and talk with her family, of course, and then she's going to I think they're doing cake tasting and answer questions with her his family, I should say. So the mom Veronica kept saying that Britney was just so sensitive. She's so sensitive because Britney was crying a lot, but Britney didn't been through hell and back. Like, I'm tired, especially our community, our people got to do better. Quit saying your family members cry too much or they're too sensitive or whatever. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know why they're crying. Quit making it like people can't cry. I grew up with that same kind of thing put on me as well, because I would be very emotional and all that, and learning that it could be a weakness to cry, and that's just not a good lesson to teach our kids. It's really not. Anyway, so and if you guys can relate to any of that, put it in the comments, please. I would love to hear other people's stories and perspectives for sure. So she, was explaining because Veronica's saying, well, I'm worried about you. You are very sensitive. So Veronica's like, okay, I don't think you guys, even her trying to explain it, she was crying. She's like, I don't think you guys understand my upbringing. So she explains to them, everything she's been through. Right. And I don't know if Veronica, I don't know if I couldn't tell if his family really received that or not. I mean, the sister, maybe. I don't know. I couldn't tell how much they really received what she said and really tried to like listen and empathize with her. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. So then he was saying like God first, then Britney, then family, money, all that. God. Yeah, I said God first, right? And so then they were talking about, him needing to set boundaries with his mom and all that kind of stuff, and like how's his mom going to deal with that. So then they went to the dinner table. Now their dinner table scene was pretty sure, I don't remember if they had spaghetti. I'm pretty sure they didn't. And I know like they showed the second dinner this time, and normally they don't really show that, but I think they cut that first dinner because the first dinner was short. We didn't really get too much drama, but they did show us the second like lunch or dinner or something, like another table scene at that table, and I'm assuming because that's where the drama happened, right? So yeah, that first table scene, they didn't really get into too much. Um it wasn't really, yeah, it was, they just kind of reviewed what they discussed, and then Brittany was surprised that she was, at the top for Jedi because she thought that his mama was gonna be up there. So the next day they meet with Tracy, and so um Tracy was saying, I guess Brittany is scared about what her family is going to think if she tries to explain to them about her trauma and all that again. Because, like, she told them before nothing was done about, her being, essayed and all that. And so she's like, she's trying to protect them. She, doesn't want to feel bad. And so Tracy was mad. She was like, no, forget them. You don't need to protect them anymore. You need to worry about you. You need to take care of yourself. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be acknowledged. Your pain matters. Like, you need to speak up and heal yourself. Like, you can't, they didn't protect you. You can't protect them, basically, is what Tracy was saying. Like, Tracy was, you could tell Tracy was like feeling bad for her. She was angry when she was speaking. And I was like, yeah, I'm not mad at that. And so even Jedi was like, no matter what, like, goes on with your family, I'm here with you, like, no matter what. And so when he first got there, he was saying, like, if he don't get the blessing, he doesn't want to get married. But by the time they got to the end, he's like, he don't care. Like, he wants to marry her. And so then Tracy's like, he really loves you. You see that, like, what he's saying to you, like, he really loves you. And it was even hard for her to receive that love and feel like she deserved that love, right? And yeah, that was the rough part. It's getting me emotional talking about it. Anyway, yeah. So I'm hoping that, she's now in a place where she can know that she deserves love and she deserves to receive love. So I'm trying to say. Anywho, so Tracy gave them a task to work with that same trauma therapist black lady that was on with Akeem and them, and I cannot think of that lady's name again. Very beautiful black lady. So she's a trauma therapist, and she's meeting with Britney and her family, so Britney can have a safe space to talk about her trauma. And then what's his name? Jedi was tasked with the assignment to talk to his mama Veronica and just about setting boundaries. So they had a little quick conversation in the kitchen. I feel like that didn't really do nothing, and I feel like that's part of what set Veronica off later in the episode. We're gonna get to that. So Brittany sat down with the now at the first dinner table scene that the uncle kept saying he didn't know nothing about what Brittany's talking about with abuse. Like, he has not heard this before. He doesn't know anything about it. And so Brittany's like, I've told you before, but he kept swearing he knew nothing about it. And then when they sat down with the trauma person, he said he knew there was something going on and he would go over there every day because I guess the dad was his brother, it sounded like. And he's like, he knew tensions were high over there. So I was like, okay, so did you know what was going on or you didn't? I think he did not want to like acknowledge it, and it made me think about how our community is and other communities too, where we don't want to acknowledge some of the pain that others are causing, like family members are causing on each other, or we might want to sweep things under the rug or act like we didn't see it or hear it, even though it's there, right? And it's causing somebody pain when we're ignoring it. So that part was hard. And so the grandma said she believed her when she told her and she thought she took care of it. And the therapist was like, you guys did the best you could with what you had. And even the uncle was like, if I knew, I guess the uncle was saying he didn't really know about the essay part, and if he knew, he would have handled it. And he did like comfort her and reach out and touched her and all that. So I felt like, okay, finally he's like getting it. Then he's not running from it, because that's what he kind of was doing for the first part of excuse me, the episode. He kind of was running from it, in my opinion. So the therapist said, you guys did what you thought to do or what you knew to do was right, but whatever you did, it was not enough to make her feel okay or safe or have it taken care of. And so the uncle just gave her encouraging words like, of course we're here for you, like, we're gonna take care of it, we want you to feel good, we want you to be fine, like, you have to marry this great man, like, yes girl, we're rooting for you, we're all rooting for you. It was awesome. And then we did see the grandma talking with her, and this conversation with the grandma was so good because the grandma was saying, like, I you know went through some of the same stuff up in, when I was a kid. Sounded like she said something about her grandfather. I hope I don't know, that's who was, doing that to her or whatever. But she said she finally got sick of it, and left home at like 16 or 17 or something like that. And so she's like, she had to be strong. She had to fight. She totally understands. I was like, oh my gosh, like all this trauma is so hard. Why? We have so much trauma in our community we got to deal with, y'all. We got to deal with it. We got to get to the bottom of it. We got to start holding each other more accountable. Don't let nothing slide. If somebody is doing something to you that is inappropriate, they should not be doing, get help. Say something and keep saying something. If your family is not hearing you, talk to somebody else who will. And by that, I mean a mandated reporter, like a teacher. Okay. Talk to somebody who will. Okay. Um, Someone who will speak up for you, someone who will listen to you, someone who will believe you. It's hard though. I know it's easier said than done. Um, yeah, this one was a rough one, y'all. So grandma was saying like, yeah, it's sick, it's nasty, like we gonna take care of it. I wonder, and so they were like, even the uncle asked in the therapy session, like, or maybe the therapist asked, if are you gonna be around this person at times, and she said yes. So I was like, dang, I wonder who it is. I really wonder who it is. I was like, I hope it wasn't the grandpa, but we don't know. We'll never know. Or no, oh my god, I really wonder who it is. But I mean, it doesn't matter. It's disgusting, disgusting. So they sound like they're gonna be taken care of, and she felt validated. She felt heard. So they have another dinner. It looked like some rice or something. Looked like it could have been like the Nigerian food or something. I really don't know, but it wasn't spaghetti, child. So thank God for that. So they were talking about the exercises from that day, and this, I don't know how this one's just from 0 to 100 real quick, but somehow I don't know if it's Jide or who was saying something about the mom coming over and all this stuff and setting boundaries or something. I don't even know if that's what they were talking about. Like, I have no clue. I'm telling you, I don't even know what they were talking about. And then Veronica tried to make it like Britney was insinuating something. She's like, "Are you saying that I'm insinuating something?" And she's like, "I wasn't." She's like, "Are you talking about to like when you came over for Valentine's Day and you tried to say that I should have been doing the plate?" So then next thing you know, I don't know what. I'm telling you, I don't know what went wrong. I don't have a clue what went wrong. If somebody could tell me in the comments, I don't know how this conversation went from 0 to 100. But next thing we know, Veronica started yelling, saying, "You gonna respect me?" Da, da, da. I mean, Veronica was going off to the point where her family had to take her, even the stepdaughter, because that's her stepdaughter. That daughter, that long lost missing daughter, is her stepdaughter. Even her and uncle and Jedi had to go outside, take the Veronica outside, and get her together. And they said something in their language, and the uncle just stood out there trying to talk to her, but Veronica was going off. And I feel like Veronica only did that for attention and power. Because see, Jedi was making progress. He was doing good with Britney. He had talked to Mama Veronica and set a boundary. And Mama Veronica didn't like that. So Veronica said, you know what, I'm finna mess it up. I'm finna F it up in here and then I'm mess around and find out, remind them who's in charge of the girls. And I feel like that was the only reason Veronica had that episode, is because Veronica was no longer getting her way. So that was a power move, right? So, and I didn't like that. Veronica, you need to do better. You really need to get whatever help you need for yourself. I'm sorry. I know that's somebody mama, and I respect her. I respect the culture, all that and above. But that is just disgusting what you did. So Jediah talked to Brittany and was like, okay, in our culture, we gotta go apologize, and we gotta go kneel down in front of her and apologize, and we have to do it as soon as possible. And da da da. So I was like, what? She don't want need to be apologizing, but okay. So Brittany agreed. So they went downstairs and they got on one knee, or knelt down, I should say, in front of Veronica, and they apologized. And I think Brittany called her mom or mommy or something like that too. And Veronica did. Veronica accepted it, and she hugged them both. And so Brittany said she did it because, and she said it didn't hurt her. What is it? Doesn't hurt her, take nothing from her to do it. So I understood why she did it. I probably would have did that too. Like, say sorry. If that's what's gonna make the person feel better, and move the situation along. Say sorry. Now, getting down on the knee, saying sorry, I don't know about that, but yeah, let's just move it on along. Like, it didn't harm her to show that level of respect. So I get it. I totally get it. So they went back to meet with Tracy, and they were telling her about all that. And so Tracy even asked Britney, like, why'd you do it? Tracy said, it didn't hurt her to, to do the apology. And Tracy said that's an excellent reason to do that. And so Tracy seemed proud of like the work they had been done there. And Tracy was saying that Britney is crying so much because she's just now letting everything out that she's been through, right? And she's just now starting to work for it and really deal with all her trauma. And yeah, it was good. So they got to the blessing ceremony. Everybody said yes. They've gotten closer with Veronica when we get the little updates. And I think Terry, and we did see Terry and Britney having a conversation and reconnecting, and that was cool to see and fun to see as well. As well as like we saw Jide and his sister reconnecting as well. I can't remember the other. Oh, Veronica is mostly planning the wedding. I feel like there was one more, but I can't remember what the other one was. But yeah, that was that was it. That was the end of the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We'll definitely be come back in April for the shows for Love Marriage Detroit, Never Ever Met, and we'll check out Somebody's Son. In the meantime, because we got like 2 weeks, let me know what y'all want to discuss. We got Married to Medicine reunion, starts tomorrow or Sunday. Whenever y'all watching this Sunday, I've watched Married to Medicine and Real Housewives and all that on Peacock. So if we were to talk about it, it would definitely be a Monday situation. If we want to jump into Real Housewives of Atlanta, whether we do shorts or whatever, it would be a video, whatever. It would definitely be sorry y'all, I'm squeezing on this bottle of water. That's where that noise is coming from. It would definitely be a Monday type of situation. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, what y'all want to do. And I will talk to y'all again very soon. Bye.